Hey guys, it's Sebastian Squid here. In this video, I'm going to get into my computer, show you guys pretty much all of the apps I use on my websites personally, explain why they're beneficial, and actually show you one that has generated me around $134,000 in the last, I believe, 40 or 45 days. So a lot of these apps can both help improve your conversion rate, get you more sales, and overall make you a lot more money and make your life easier when you're running a dropshipping store. Some of these apps are free, however, some are paid, so keep that in mind, but I will show you guys the pricing for all of these. Before we get into my computer though, be sure to smash the like button and click subscribe below because I post daily dropshipping content. And if you guys would like to check out my Instagram, I'll do a link in the description because I do polls, Q&As, and then sometimes I do videos where I do live store reviews for you guys, and I do all that stuff. I get the inputs on my Instagram page. So if you guys, again, want to follow me, I'll have a link in the description for that. But now that that is all out of the way, let's get into my computer. The first app is called Candy Rack. Candy Rack is a pre-purchase upsell that essentially integrates onto your product page. So if someone clicks add to cart, what will happen is Candy Rack will do a pop-up where they say, hey, would you also like to buy this? Would you like to get faster processing times? Would you like to get an extra warranty? Or anything along the lines of that. If you have a congruent product you sell, you can upsell that product. Whatever the case may be, Candy Rack is something that increases your average order value quite a bit. It is $30 a month. However, you do have a 14-day free trial for this. So it's pretty beneficial. If you're already doing 10K plus per month, I suggest getting onto this app. Even if you're doing a few $1,000s a month, $30, a few orders can pay for that pretty easily, even 1 to 2. So definitely a beneficial app. I'll show you guys a great example of it. So here's just a generic product page. It's not really nice. It's one of their generic ones just to show off the app and how it works. So essentially I will click add to cart and Candy Rack pops up and just upsells you tons of products. So you have this normal alarm clock. Would you like to upgrade to this one? And then you can click upgrade and then it'll upgrade. And then do you need batteries for this? You can upgrade and you can pick a 4-pack or an 8-pack or something like that. And then they have a first in line upsell. So they normally do 3-day processing times, but you can do same-day processing times for an extra $5. And then also an extended warranty for $40, including no questions asked. So essentially you have an extended warranty where if the product gets broken or something, you can add this for an extra peace of mind. And if the product breaks or anything happens to it, you can just get a new one really easily. And then once you exit out of that, it takes you to the cart page where you can then check out. So Candy Rack is a great app. You can definitely generate a lot of money with the app very easily. This isn't an app that takes a lot of time. The only thing I do recommend you guys do is test out different upsells. You should have at least a 5% take rate. 5% is the bare minimum to where you're like, okay, this is working really well. Let's see if we can even push past that. But 5% is minimum what you should be aiming for. If your upsells are not 5% or plus, like the take rate, you should definitely try something else and try another product or lower the price of the product or give it a better deal to where you then have a 5% take rate. So this is the first app. Now this isn't something where all these apps are in order from importance. This is just a list of apps, so keep that in mind. The second app is called Luke's Photo Reviews. I believe this is the biggest review app on Shopify. It's only $10 a month. Essentially what it does is it develops social proof on your product page by showing reviews off, kind of like that. Yeah, that pretty much like that. And it just gives a lot of these potential customers that form of trust and security when shopping on your website when they do see reviews. Now, with Luke's, they also allow you to import reviews from AliExpress. Personally, I don't dropship with AliExpress anymore, but you can do that if you are using AliExpress. What I personally do is I go on Amazon and rewrite reviews, and then I get photos from Amazon or just wherever I possibly can and try to source my reviews somewhere where it's very reputable and legitimate, because a lot of times the reviews on AliExpress are pretty bland and they're not even written in proper English. But nonetheless, this is a great app. Definitely one of the top, like if I could recommend you guys 3 apps to use, Luke's would definitely be one of the top ones, just because social proof is so important, simply because we live in a day and age where Amazon has dominated the e-commerce world and they have so many reviews on all of their products, and people, when they shop, they look for reviews. That's one of the main things that they look for on a website, because if there's no reviews, how do you know it's a legitimate site? So that's the second app. Again, $10 a month, and there is a 14-day free trial. This third app is called, I believe it's pronounced Tidio or Tidio. I doubt it's Tidio, but it's Tidio or Tidio Live Chats, and essentially it is what it says it is. It's a live chat on your website. So I'm going to go to one of their example stores. Essentially on here, if this was your Shopify store, on the bottom right, you would have Tidio, which is on your site where someone can then go in and type in a question, and then it will connect you with a live chat if you have live chats, or it will be a chatbot if you have all these questions and stuff answered in the chatbot. So essentially, you can put in FAQs on Tidio, and then it will automate your questions and answers for that. And then you can also link it to your phone or your computer if you're doing it on your computer. computer, where then you can reply directly on your phone or computer. And you get notifications real time if someone goes in and opts in for your live chat and asks a question that isn't on your FAQ page, where then you can either have, again, someone hired to manage that, or you can do it yourself when you're first getting started. So that is TDO live chat. Also, I'm looking at this camera. It looks like my eyebrow is really freaking dark, but it's not. It's just the shadow. So don't think my eyebrows look weird, because it does look really weird, but it's just the shadow. It's not like my one eyebrow is 2 times darker, because that looks really weird right now. I'm not going to lie. Now I just can't stop looking at it. But nonetheless, that's the third app. It's called TDO Live Chat. Strongly recommend. It just increases conversion rate a lot, because if people have questions as to what the product is, what it does, things that are holding them off from buying, you can have someone answer these questions for them, and then they can convert into sales rather than just abandoning their cart because they're confused about something. This next app is called FAQ Page and Accordion. There are free plans available. This one essentially just simplifies your FAQ page. So traditionally speaking, everyone goes on and creates an FAQ page where all they do is write out text. They write out the question and then hit enter and create a new line where they then answer the question. When that doesn't really look that good, and that's not what big companies do. That is something where if you see that and you're a shopper and you're a potential consumer, you see that and you're probably like, oh, that might just be one of those dropshipping stores. No, thank you. But if you integrate an app like this, it can make your FAQ page look extremely professional. So I'll give you guys a little taste of this app. Essentially, it does something like this. So it has basics, how does syncing work, and then you just have all of these drop-down menus where it looks very sleek and professional, and then you have menus right here that navigate to certain sections. So let's just say you have shipping, you have product questions, and then you have payments types, or like, I don't know, just random stuff, or not random, but like things that people are curious about, and then you have all of these links to where it drops you down to certain sections of this FAQ page. And then you have all of these drop-down menus. It looks really good and makes your FAQ page, again, just look professional. And then if you look up like syncing and you hit enter, you can have that question be answered right there. So people don't even have to go through and read it. They can just type something, and if their question's answered, then they will navigate to it. And it's just overall pretty valuable app. Again, free plans are available, and this isn't needed, but I do strongly suggest you have something set up like this. Okay, this next app is called Lucky Orange Heat Maps and Replays. So this app is freaking badass. Here's why. If someone lands onto your website, they go through, you can actually watch them live on your website, see where their mouse is, and see what they're doing. Sometimes people click on stuff that isn't even a button on your website. Sometimes they go and try to look for something on the FAQ page, and if they can't find it, then they'll bounce off your website. Or there are just a ton of things that you never thought that would be an issue on your site, but actually is. So this app helps you actually get an understanding of things that you can improve on. Another benefit, if you integrate this as well as this FAQ page, you can see a lot of people, let's just say someone types in how much, like how much is the product, and it says nothing found. On Lucky Orange, you can see these questions asked live, and if you analyze them, let's just say once a day or once a week, you can get an understanding of what people are searching for and can't have that question answered on your website, and then go in and then you can edit your FAQ page and add certain questions to where then they have all of those questions answered, which in reality is very hard to do if you don't have something like Lucky Orange. Another cool benefit is things like this. So people can actually go in and you can see where they're clicking on certain parts of the site. So sometimes I've had photos that don't even have a link directing to anything, but people still try to click on it, and then just things that kind of look like buttons but aren't. An example would be if I had a photo that linked to nothing on my website, but a lot of people went on and were trying to like click it and nothing again was happening. I can watch Lucky Orange and see, okay, a lot of people are actually doing this, so I'm gonna go in and link this photo to, let's just say, an FAQ page or reviews or something to where it actually shows them something more in addition to the product, because they're clicking and they're trying to find something else about the product. So this app is just really cool and helps you optimize your site a lot if you don't know exactly why people are bouncing off of your site. This is a good one if you have a lot of visits and no purchases, or if you have a lot of visits and add to carts and no purchases, you can get a great understanding of why people are actually bouncing off of your site. This next app is called Tractor Order Tracking. It's essentially just an app that allows customers to track their order and see when it's going to be delivered, because yes, you can just email them the tracking number, and that's what Shopify automatically does when you input it onto Shopify. But a good thing is sometimes people don't check their emails, and if they just have the order number and their email, they can come on your site and input their info and then get a real-time update as to where the product product is. Now this one is $5.99, but there is a 14-day free trial. I know this may sound like a little pricey when you're first getting started, because I recall when I was first starting out and I didn't even want to spend any money on like Oberlo or anything because I didn't have the funds to do so. But just understand, this will save you a lot of time, and time is very valuable. You don't get time back. So if you could actually have this all automated to where you don't have to email back and forth with customers like, where's my product, when it's going to get in. You have this app to where people can just go on your site, input their order number, and get an update as to where the package is. It will save you a lot of time and headaches. And again, it's not that hard to set up. So this is another app that I strongly recommend you guys integrate onto your site. This next app is the one that's actually made me the $134,000 in, I believe, 40 days or so. So very valuable app. And I've gotten probably 50 plus people asking me in the past week what quantity break app I use. This is the one I use. It's very easy to set up and it looks pretty good. Here's an example. Just shows a little chart like this that gives you quantity break. So fairly simple app. The sole purpose of it is to just offer a discount when people try to buy more quantity, because that will then increase your average order value and get more money out of each individual customer. For myself, over 50% of my revenue is generated from quantity breaks, which means it's a very valuable app, and it literally, I don't even think it costs you anything. Like, it may cost you a few bucks, but nonetheless, it's very valuable, and you can pull in a lot of money just from this app. Consumers like saving money, and if you show them a nice little chart that says if you buy more quantity, you save more money, they will eat that shit up, if I'm being completely honest. It's happened with me across the board for pretty much all of my sites, so I strongly recommend this app. It's pretty simple to set up. It's called Discounts and Quantity Breaks. This is, again, valuable app, so I strongly recommend you guys get it. Okay, this is another upsell app. So this is post-purchase. This app alone probably makes me like $1,000 to a few $1,000 a week. So this is another really good one, and again, very easy to integrate. Now, a lot of people use Zipify one-click upsells rather than this, but hear me out with why I do reconvert. So reconvert, and I will show you guys right here, it's something where it's on your thank you page of Shopify rather than a one-time upsell offer. So Zipify, that's what it does. Zipify is essentially, it's like a funnel page that says, oh, would you also like this product? If you click no, then they can do a downsell or a cross sell or something like that. And with this one, it's all integrated on your thank you page. So you have your order, you have all this information, and it's always going to take you here. If you go onto your email and click the order page or the thank you page, it'll take you here, which essentially means you're going to get more impressions on all of your upsells rather than Zipify one-click upsells. Again, simply because it's integrated on the thank you page. So rather than having people see like, oh, I can get this Groot thing for $13 or $14 rather than 32, I'm going to buy this right now at 30% off. So if someone forgot about this and then they come back to track their order in a few days, they come on and they're like, oh my God, I can get one of these for $14. They'll go in and buy. And it's just an overall valuable app. I really like it. It looks very professional as well. It doesn't look super spammy. I mean, this one kind of does. I normally just do like 1 or 2 product upsells. I don't do a whole lot like they're doing. But this is just, again, this is one of their example stores. So it's not even like it's a real one. So nonetheless, very valuable app, super simple to set up. And I don't really think it costs much at all. The next app I strongly recommend you guys integrate is some sort of text message marketing app, some sort of SMS marketing app for abandoned cart recovery. So some of the good ones, Text Cart, SMS Bump. There is another one I use, Live Recover. Essentially what it does, if someone inputs all of their information onto your page and adds to cart and does all that stuff and then bounces, they abandon their cart, one of these apps, what they'll do is they will send them a very customized text that sounds like a real human. Like, hey, it's Sebastian with BlendJet. I saw you abandoned in your cart for 2 BlendJets. Would you like to see if I can get you a discount? And then if they reply yes, then the bot will reply with a discount code and convert that abandoned cart into a sale. Very valuable app. This also pulls me in quite a decent amount of money, and I don't even know how much I've generated with these apps, but nonetheless, abandoned cart recovery as a whole is valuable. SMS marketing more so is really sick because people open up like 99% of their text messages, which is a very high percentage compared to email marketing. This last app is called Klaviyo. It's essentially just an email marketing software where you can integrate sequences for email marketing on your e-com stores. Very valuable. I'm not going to get into exactly how to set this up because this is like a whole new video that I would have to make for you guys, but nonetheless, having email marketing on lock is very valuable. That's going to wrap it up for the essential apps that I strongly recommend you guys integrate onto your Shopify website. Hopefully you guys got massive value from this video, and if you did, be sure to smash the like button and click subscribe below because I post daily dropshipping content. And also, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always drop those in the comment section below. I try to reply to as many comments as I possibly can, unless you ask me something completely weird to where I just don't even feel the need to reply. But again, I mostly reply to all of the comments. But other than that, again, hopefully you guys did get value, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.